Hello, boring vlog people. How are you this fine day? I am pretty darn skippy. That doesn't make any sense. I'm great. I'm just fantastic. Such a great day. It's, what time is it? It's already 3 o'clock. I'm just going out to get some lunch now. Because, you know, it's a lazy day. Weekends are lazy days for me. Because it's nice. I don't have to wake up early. I can just sit around, watch YouTube videos, play Zelda until I beat it. And now I'm just going to go get some Subway. Because Subway is delicioso and good for me, somewhat. And I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm going to be going to Six Flags with with a friend of mine and his wife. So that'll be fun. It's cool because it's nice because I used to go to Six Flags. I would go like once a year or so. I've been maybe 5-6 times. I enjoy it. But the drive was always from San Diego, so it was like a 3-hour drive to get to Six Flags from my house where I lived in San Diego. And that was ridiculous. So that's why it was only a once a year thing. But now I'm like, according to MapQuest, I'm like 30 minutes away. That's not bad at all. Like, I'm probably gonna get the ticket where you get in for the rest of the year for free or whatever, so that's $60, whereas you can get a ticket for like $20-30 for one day. But, I mean, I'm sure I'll go at least another time or so, since I'm so close to it. And that'll be cool. I'm excited to go ride all the rides. It's kind of, I think it's somewhat concerning, because they're only open weekends and school holidays. When it's not the summer, and it's like, I don't know, if the rides are only running for like 2 days a week, like, I mean, I'm sure they must still do all the checks and stuff that they do normally. And I mean, when's the last time you heard of anybody dying there? I haven't. It's been a while. It happens like every once in a while, but I don't know. It's just concerning to think about, like, oh, maybe they don't maintain the rides as often as they do when it's running every single day. But, I don't know, it'll be fun. I love roller coasters. It's always fun, that thrill. It's like, even though I've ridden every ride, every coaster there, at least once, I always still get a little bit scared when you go on those rides. And that's the fun part. I go to Disneyland all the time. Well, I did when I had an annual pass this last year. I went like 8 times in the last year. But I love going to Disneyland just because it's like, Disneyland is completely different because it's like you've been on everything at Disneyland. You've ridden it all, and you know what it's like. So it's like when you go on rides at Disneyland, you know what you're going on, unless they change something. Or I mean, there's some rides that are always fun, like Splash Mountain or Indiana Jones. Like those rides are just fun to go on. But then there's stuff like the Jungle Cruise and stuff like that, or some of the smaller rides where it's like I've been on this a million times. I know exactly what's going on. And you just sort of ride it to ride it. So it's like someone like me, you go there, you ride everything once just so you can say I rode it all. And then there's stuff like It's a Small World where I don't go on that every time I go. Mostly because I can't stand that song. And I got stuck on that frickin' ride once. And I had to listen to It's a Small World for like 20 minutes at least. And that'll scar anybody. Having to listen to the It's a Small World After All for 20 frickin' minutes? I don't think so. But yeah, that's one thing about Disneyland is it's like, it's always kind of the same thing. But I mean, I still love it. I love Disney and just the experience of being there. Like, being at Disneyland is just awesome. And it's like, even for a 21-year-old, it's still awesome. Like, I enjoy Disneyland. Every time I go there, I love Disneyland. And it's cool to see, like, people like Shay Carl and taking his kids and stuff there, and they always love it. And it's like, oh man, I wish I still felt that way about Disneyland, where everything is like super exciting. It's just like, I enjoy being there. I like being there, but it's lost that super exciting, oh my gosh, it's Disneyland factor. It's just more like a, ooh, I'm at Disneyland, this is fun. So it's like, I don't know, it's just slightly different. I can't wait till one day when I have a wife and kids and I can take them to Disneyland, and then that's always what also makes it fun. If you go with somebody that hasn't been there in a long time or hasn't been there at all, then it's fun again, because you're like, okay, oh, I gotta show you this ride, we gotta go on this ride, and you're gonna love this ride, and like all this stuff, and it's just like introducing them to all this stuff that they've never really been on before, or that they might have forgotten, or they haven't been on it since they revamped it, or stuff like that. And it's like, that's always fun. So, I mean, it still retains its entertainment value sometimes if I go with somebody that hasn't been in a while, or hasn't been at all. But that's a pretty rare happenstance. Doesn't happen too often. But yeah, you know, I'm excited for tomorrow, Six Flags. I'm probably going to make, I don't know what I'm going to do about my Thanks for the View video, because I think they're only open actually till like 6 o'clock, so I shouldn't, I'll just make it when I get home. I normally make them at night anyway, so that I can just have my lighting illuminate the room, because otherwise, if you have outside lighting like coming in too, then it'll throw off your lighting, or your lighting will change, because I don't always film it perfectly. Like, I mean, normally I always do actually film it, right? Like, I just keep filming the entire thing. I just pause in between takes of cuts or whatever, or between questions and answers. So I normally always record it all at one time, so it wouldn't make too much of a difference. But still, the light changes if there's shadows or clouds in the sky, so I always just do it normally at night, so that my light illuminates the room fine and it doesn't change. But yeah, so I'll probably just make it tomorrow. I gotta check. I think they're only open until 6, like 10 to 6 or something. So they're not open really late, but that's fine. They don't need to be. And especially for my friend and his wife who are coming up from San Diego. It's gonna be a 3-hour drive for them, so it's nice when you don't have to get home super freaking late after going to Six Flags and stuff. Oh, that's too bright. But yeah, so that's gonna be fun, and I'm looking forward to that. I haven't decided yet how I'm gonna do the vlog. If I wanna risk doing it on one of the coasters, like maybe no, definitely not X2. The thing about X2 is, if anybody's been on it, is it's fun, but it's so freaking rough. Every time I get off that ride, I say to myself, I forgot how rough that ride is. Like, it shakes the crap out of you, and it's like, ugh. I mean, it's fun. I'll probably still ride it. But I always forget how freaking rough that ride is. Hopefully this time I'll remember. I'll remember it because I'm saying it right now. But yeah, I mean, oh god, it shakes you so much when you're in that ride. But yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else I was gonna say. On the way to Subway, going to Six Flags tomorrow. Thanks for the view video. Yep. I think that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow. I sure will. I'm gonna see you tomorrow for sure. Yep. Alright, have a great rest of your day. And, so long. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, shoot. There we go.